Good morning, guys. Welcome to Thursday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all doing well. The weekend is just around the corner now. The week's flying by, certainly, and a real treat for us today in terms of racing. We've got a Group 3 coming from Salisbury, and some really good races actually taking place today. Really good for a Thursday, and looking forward to it. Should be a good one, no doubt about that. So yeah, really decent day to look forward to today. We'll take a look at yesterday, although that's not going to take too long. It wasn't the best of days yesterday after a really good week so far. And then we'll look at today. We'll look at the premium tip, the next best bet, little learner, couple of 1 point win only singles, and then just any other news grabbing our attention or anything like that. If you've got any questions at all, please do feel free to get in touch. You can join in this Q&A session if you would like, or you can send a email to me, joe@freeracingtips.co.uk. You can get in touch via Twitter. We're at freeracingtips7, and then it's facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold if you wanted to get in touch via that way, and you can either write a post on that gold page, or you can you'll see my page on there, and you can just send me a private message if you wanted to ask any questions. So please do feel free to do that. So yesterday, yeah, it's been a great week so far actually. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, really good days. Just didn't happen for us yesterday, to be honest. Both the premium tip and the next best bet was second, although the premium tip wasn't. Sometimes you get an unlucky second. I don't really think the premium tip was one of them. Would never really look like winning the race for me. But the next best bet, which was Muradif, was beaten by a head. So well, it's about that much, is it? I guess is a head. It's really not far at all, and yeah, that's a bit frustrating, but that's just the way racing goes. And we've had a couple of wins by necks and by short heads and heads recently, so they do even themselves out eventually. But yeah, it's a bit frustrating. Also, Little Learner finishing fourth when obviously it needed to finish third for the place money, so just a bit of a frustrating one yesterday. But it doesn't put too much of a dampener on what's been a really good week, and hopefully we can bounce back today. As I said, a really good day of action. You've got the Group 3 Sovereign Stakes coming from Salisbury, along with some really good races there. There's also action from Beverley, Newmarket, Fontwell and Chepstow, and then at Ireland there's Tremor and Leopardstown hosting a Group 3 of their own as well. So plenty for us to go through today, and we'll start off by looking at the premium tip, which is the Sovereigns, which does go in the Sovereign Stakes, that Group 3. It's the 4 o'clock at Salisbury, and our tip here is Yufton, and that's at 7-4 from 2-1 when tipped this morning. Now, this horse was actually beaten in Group 1 company at Chantilly over in France last time out. Was only beaten a neck on that day. You'll see that the horse finished fourth and think, oh, maybe just a bit outclassed. Beaten by a neck. It was a bunch finish, and on another day the horse could have won. And if he had have won, and if the horse had have won that, you'd think he'd probably be quite a bit shorter. I would think he'd be having to carry more weight than what he is. He's at the bottom of the weight, but I believe there would be a Group 1 penalty in that. So, it could be a blessing in disguise for us, and you could get some good value on this horse with the fact that he didn't quite win that one, but clearly showed his class in Group 1 company. Was also involved in the St James's Palace Stakes, where, of course, Kingman and Knight of Thunder were competing. So was really outclassed on that day, but isn't going to come up against anything like that kind of quality today. I think this horse is still improving and actually steps down to a Group 3 company today. I think it looks to be an ideal chance for the horse to get his nose in front. Runs for William Haggis and has the informed Andrea Atseni on board, and I think should take this one and does look to be decent value for the win. That's Yufton in that Group 3, the 4 o'clock at Salisbury, and it's currently, as I said, it was at 2-1, but now 7-4, the best value you can get there. The next best bet today, that goes in the 4:45 at Beverley, and it's Abbey Angel. And so go search for some decent value here. This is at 4-1 right now, Abbey's Angel. This horse was second to Supreme Occasion, who you remember was a premium tip winner last week. And I believe premium tip might have been next best bet, don't hold me to that. But yeah, was second to Supreme Occasion last time out, and that form's really been frank with Supreme Occasion going on to win, as I said, that nursery last time out. And I think the horse, should go really well in this one, actually. Abbey Angel could possibly be the class act in this field. I think it's another one that seems to be improving all the time. I think it's finished 5th, 4th and then 2nd. Can expect a bit more improvement today. It's going to be tough from top weight, but as I say, I do just think Abbey Angel might be the class act. Richard Fahey, the trainer, Tony Hamilton on board, and they've got a fairly decent strike rate around Beverley and you know, just in the north, I think Richard Fahey's a man you often want to be following. And yeah, the 4:45 at Beverley, I think Abbey Angel has a great chance at 4-1. I think could be some really good value in what is a competitive but really winnable race, I would say. The little earner for today, that goes in the 4:35 at Salisbury, and it's Spirea, and that's currently around about 8-1 now. This horse has actually had 3 races here at Salisbury. It did actually win over course and distance earlier in the year. That was on soft ground, but I think the horse has proven that he does go on good and good to firm ground. Just put in some decent performances on that quicker surface. Ideally, you wouldn't mind a bit of rain, but even if that doesn't happen, I think with the way the horse knows the track, I think 8-1 is some really good value there. Graham Lee's the man booked to take the ride on this horse, and that's a good jockey booking. And to be fair, Spirea is actually in really good form. Has also won at Warwick this season as well, so it does come here in good shape. And again, I think this is a winnable race, if a competitive one, and that 8-1 you can get on Spirea looks to be good value in that 4:35 at Salisbury. So there's 2 1-point win-only singles for you today. We'll run through those quickly. In the 3 o'clock at Beverley, it's Brindle, and that's currently at 9-4. And then at the 7:10 at Fontwell, it's Johnny's Legacy at the 3-1 mark there. So they're all of today's tips. If you did want to make a lucky 15, go with the premium tip next best bet and the 2 1-point win-only singles. Premium tip is a 3-point bet today. The next best bet at 2.1. If you wanted to do the double, that's 1 point in total. And then the little earner, 1 point each way. And then, of course, your 1-point singles as well. So hopefully we can have a good day there today. As I said, it's not just the group action coming from Salisbury today. As I said, it is the Sovereign Stakes at 4 o'clock there at Salisbury at Group 3, which is a real treat for us on a Thursday, but also at Leopardstown in the 7:15. They have a Group 3 race as well, and Brendan Bracken is your 9-4 favourite here. And I think if you're having a bet in that race, as boring as it might be, I think Brendan Bracken is your best bet in that one. Comes here in really good form. I think it's Ger Lyons trains the horse. He has a good record in this race, I believe. Won convincingly at Cork last time out when long odds on due to non-runners, but I think it's some fairly testing ground actually at Leopardstown today, and that's the sort of ground the horse seems to thrive off, and I think might handle that better than most. So I would say Brendan Bracken would be your best bet if you did like a bet, which I know many of you do, in those big races in the Group 3 this evening, 7:15 at Leopardstown. I would be siding with Brendan Bracken. So other than the Group 3 action today, obviously a decent card from Newmarket as well. So really, I am really looking forward to today's action. Just looking at what we've got coming up for the weekend, we've got a decent enough card from Newbury actually, which sees the Hungerford Stakes, which is a Group 2, of course, and then the Geoffrey Freer Stakes as well at Group 3. Should be a couple of really good races from Newbury there, and also Ripon have the Great St Wilfrid handicap. We'll really look into them tomorrow and on Saturday as well, but should be a decent day on Saturday. Then of course it's on the 20th, which will be the Wednesday through till Saturday. We've got the Ebor Festival, which is going to be really, really good. Really looking forward to that. You know, you've got Group 1 races. You've got a couple of Group 1 races with the what have we got? We've got the Juddmonte International, which is going to be a cracker, no doubt about that. And there's also the Nunthorpe Stakes as well, which is a Group. Yeah, that's a Group 1, the Nunthorpe Stakes, there's 3 in total, and also with that, the Yorkshire Oaks. So going to be a really, really good week from York next week. And as I said, decent weekend coming from Newbury as well as some other racing. I think Saturday, there is a lot of meetings on Saturday, thinking about it. I think it's almost, I think tracks aren't even putting on races that are over a mile and over a mile and 2, because they know if there's any sort of delay, there'll be a lot of clashes. So I think it's going to be a bit of a sprint day on Saturday, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And for us, I think we've had a really good record in sprints on the Saturdays rather than the longer distance races. But as I said, we'll talk about the big races on Saturday tomorrow, and then on Saturday morning video. For now, we'll focus on what's happening today. Any questions throughout the day, please do feel free to get in touch. Even if you just want a general racing chat, that's absolutely fine. I'll always enjoy having a chat with you guys, and yeah, anything at racing, or even if you want a football chat, then Dean's your man. Dean at Free Footy Tips, he's always up for a chat as well. So Yeah, I think what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and yeah, about 8, 9, 9, 10 meetings on Saturday. So that's going to be a real busy one. But looking forward to that. But yeah, if you want a football or a racing chat, then you can get in touch with either me or Dean. That's absolutely fine. Do feel free to do so. But thanks for watching today's video. There'll be another one tomorrow. Once again, as the videos will get busier throughout the week, and then Saturdays will be plenty going on. Any questions that pop into your head throughout the day, please do feel free to get in touch. But for now, thank you for watching. Let's have a good day today. Thanks and bye-bye.